What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Krabs Trades. Today, what we're about to be talking about is why your psychology sucks and why it's actually the only thing that's holding you back on your trading journey. If you're still not funded with prop firms, or if you haven't gotten your first ever prop firm payout, then make sure to watch this video all the way until the end. This could actually be your missing piece in your trading. I'm gonna be telling you what I wish I heard when I started trading 2 years ago. And these things would have honestly saved me so much time and money on my own trading journey. Overall, if you're a trader that's not yet funded, or if you haven't gotten a payout, reality is your strategy probably works and your strategy is probably good, but your mindset is the only thing that's actually holding you back. Me personally, in my trading, I have a very strict mindset. Like I talked about in a few of my other videos that maybe you guys have seen on Reels or whatever, I always talk about how I relate trading to sports. Now, me personally, when I started trading, I was also playing sports. I was playing football. In these sports, if you want to actually get good, you would have to show up to practice every single day consistently, especially in football. Honestly, you always have to be there showing up, putting in the work, or else you get no results. You literally get benched. And I look at trading the same exact way. I implemented this exact mindset into my own trading. And that's what honestly I think has given me such an edge in the market. It's that when I started trading, I knew that I had to put in the work and I had to show up to practice if I wanted to play good in the game, which the game, it's the live market. And honestly, a lot of people do not have this type of mindset. And that's why I think they're so stagnant. It's because they're not backtesting, they're not journaling, they're not forward testing trades. And this is what actually holds them back in the live market. I see so many people just stay stagnant for years and years as a trader. It should not take you 4 or 5 years to become profitable as a trader. There's literally no reason that should happen. If it's taking you 4 or 5 years to become profitable, you really got to evaluate if you're actually putting in the work every single day to achieve the goals that you want to. More times than not, I promise you, the amount of input that you're putting into this just is not enough. And if you're not showing up consistently to backtest at minimum a week of data per day, then you shouldn't expect to see good results in your trading. What I recommend personally to all my students is to always backtest at least a week a day of data, because that's literally what changed my trading. If you guys scroll back on my YouTube channel, you can see I was backtesting an hour per day at minimum for like straight up a year. I documented it on my channel. But by far, if you guys actually want to speed up your learning curve in trading, the number one thing that's actually going to help you is backtesting. I don't care what anybody tells me. Some people tell me backtesting, it's not really going to help. Bro, it's literally what made me consistent in my trading, and it's allowed me to get funded over 7 figures with prop firms and secure consistent prop firm payouts. If I wasn't backtesting at least a week of data per day, I wouldn't have gone to where I am right now in my trading. The reason why I think so many people struggle in trading is just because they don't actually put in the work in backtesting, and they think that they're going to see results in the live market. You're literally not showing up to practice and you want to play good in the game. It just does not work like that. I promise you, the best traders in the game, they're backtesting, they're journaling, they're not taking dumbass trades, and they're following their system. That's the most important thing in trading, is having a system that you can just follow. When you have a system that you can just stick to consistently and there's no emotions involved. So many people get so emotional in trading, and this is what actually holds them back for so long. Also, as a trader, like I said before, you got to have a system that you know is consistent. So you can develop your system through backtesting, right? Backtest at least a week of data per day. Honestly, if you really want to see results fast, what I recommend personally to my students is backtest a month a day. If you can backtest a month of data per day, you will see results faster than any other trader, I promise you. You will just develop so much discretion on your model, and you're gonna develop that intuition just by seeing the same thing play out over and over again, that it's just gonna force you to become a better trader. A month of data, just think about how much time you're actually speeding up your journey. And if you actually want results in this industry, you're gonna have to outwork the people around you. I'm sure you guys have heard that statistic where like 95% of traders fail or whatever. The reality is this statistic is true. It's just most likely the traders that give up and don't actually put an effort towards their goals. Trading in the beginning can be difficult, it can be complicated, but if you put effort at it every single day consistently, it's inevitable to fail. It's literally impossible to fail if you go at it every single day. And in your mind, you have to believe that you can actually do it. Me personally, back when I was struggling, I knew that I was going to make this work because I saw people that were doing it and I knew that I could do it myself. Within my heart, I literally knew that I can do it. This really is the type of mindset that you need to have as a trader, because it will force you to put the work in to get there. If you're not backtesting, if you're not journaling, if you're not forward testing trades, you're just going to stay stagnant on your journey for so much time. And most importantly, backtest, 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 backtest. This is by far, I wish I had literally heard this 2 years ago. I would have became consistent so much earlier if I heard this. By backtesting, you can really see how patience and discipline actually rewards you on the week and on the month, because a lot of people, they think that they have to be green every single day, which in reality is just not true. You can have a red day here and there. It does not matter. I lose too. I take losses. I don't win every single trade that I take. And that's totally okay, because I know that I have a statistic on my model that tells me it's profitable on the week and on the month more times than not. So that is my edge in the market. And when you know that you have an edge in the market, there's no emotions. I can take a loss and I literally don't care. I do not care if I take a win, loss, or break even, because I just know that I'm sticking to my system. Yes, I'm a human. Yes, I can get a little bit emotional, but the main thing is that I'm not acting on those emotions. I'm not crashing out. I'm not over trading, nothing like this. This is what I was doing back when I was blowing accounts, not getting any payouts, and I was just wasting all of my money on evaluations and activation fees. If you're serious about making trading work and you actually want to make this full-time career, you're going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to put the work in mentally as well as in the charts. If you're struggling in your trading right now, trust me, I know how you feel. I've been there. I'm a normal ass person, bro. But the only difference between me and you is I did the backtesting, I did the journaling, I did the things that I knew I had to do. And that's what got me to where I am right now. Overall, in your trading, get one system, just stick to it. You don't need 20 different strategies. Get really good at one model, just stay consistent with it. Never break your rules. That's by far the most important thing. If you guys actually have a trading journal, I would recommend to write down if you follow your rules every single day. That's something that can really help you as a trader, seeing if you follow your rules or not. Because if you're breaking your rules, you just got to ask yourself if you actually want to be a trader or not. Because I say this a lot, the best traders in the game, they're not crashing out. They're not breaking the rules. All that they're doing is just staying consistent to following their profitable system. When you know you have a profitable system, it's way easier to follow it. And by far, when you have statistics on your edge that tell you the average win rate, risk to reward, things like this is what really simplifies trading. Like me personally, all that I do every single morning, or if I'm trading PM, whatever, I just go into the market. If I get my A+ setup, I take it. I don't care if I take a win, loss, or a break even. I don't care. When you develop this type of mindset for yourself, when you really could care less what the outcome of a specific trade is, that's when you're really going to develop your mindset as a trader. And you're going to really grow in your trading psychology, because every single trade that you take, there's only 3 outcomes, either win, loss, or break even. Also, if right now in your trading, you're a trader that keeps blowing accounts, you're not yet funded, or when you do get funded, you can't secure a payout on those accounts. If you're overall just struggling with consistency in your trading, I currently have an offer where I guarantee to work with you one-on-one until you're funded over 6 figures with prop firms and receive your first ever payouts. If that's something that you're interested in, that will be the first link in the description below. If you want to apply to work with me, I can see if you're qualified. But yeah, other than that, make sure to lock in on your back testing. Don't crash out. Don't break your rules. Make yourself a nice trading system that you can follow, because that really will simplify your trading so much. Until next time, love you guys. Peace out.